Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and today what I'm going to be showing off a little bit is a game that's in open beta right now on Steam called Dirty Bomb. Now, Koolaid actually turned me on to this last night, and I know he's planning on doing some videos on the game, so I'm going to be putting a link in the description for you, so you can go check him out and if you want to see more videos on this game, or just forgot about Koolaid because he's a good dude and has good content. Either way, Dirty Bomb is a free-to-play shooter that, in my own mind, kind of makes me think it's like Borderlands meets Blacklight Retribution meets Hawken, or something like that. It's fast-paced, it's kind of comical, and actually it's really quite a bit of fun to play. Now, the game's made by the people who actually made the game Brink, and while I've actually never played that game, the visuals seem kind of similar from what I've seen of that game in the past. Now, the game's called Dirty Bomb because it's set in the near future in London, right after a series of dirty bombs have been detonated by terrorists. Now, as far as I know, there's not a single player or really plans to do a single player to really follow that storyline. But the game modes kind of fall in line with that backstory in general. Now, in this game, you know, there's different characters instead of classes, which means that you're going to play as a guy named Vasily if you want to be a sniper, instead of some just nameless, fateless, or faceless, you know, sniper, which I'm doing in air quotes, even though you can't see it. So you're going to get kind of flavors of their personality as you play, which is kind of interesting in itself. Now, each class has special abilities or tools, some of which make sense, like the sniper character having a heartbeat sensor, while others seem a little bit more random, like this chick named Kira who has a burst AUG and an orbital strike. Now, those different tools and abilities can be used to kind of facilitate killing your enemies, or they can just be used to kind of help you at objectives. You know, a good example would be airstrikes are really good to keep people off the bomb you just armed without having to be standing right there. Right now, there's two classes that are permanently unlocked, and that's going to be the medic and the airstrike guy. Now, outside of that, they also have these different mercs that you can play for a limited period of time, and it sounds like there's going to be a rotation of them for you to go and try out at different points. Right now, that's including the orbital strike gal I mentioned with the AUG, an SMG carrying medic, and the fragger who tosses grenades. Big surprise. Now, for those of you who have been with the channel for a while, you know that I really dig playing like aggressive sniper type roles, and this game really gives me a shot to do that. You know, it may not be the most effective thing to do, but a couple of MVP finishes says that it's not really that bad of a game plan either. Now, the game is extremely objective focused, so those of you that are coming from the Battlefield series who like to scream about playing the objective might enjoy this. I actually think that the game types are kind of similar to Battlefield's Rush, where you have to complete multiple sets of objectives, and the map then kind of opens up as you kind of, well, cross those objectives off your list. Now, what are those objectives? Well, it kind of varies, really. You know, sometimes it's about planting C4, sometimes it's repairing the vehicle to use it to move up, other time it's about turning on fans to clear out the toxic gas from the dirty bombs, and there's just others. Now, there are two primary game types right now, with one being objective, which is primarily just defenders trying to stop the attackers, and the other is called stopwatch, which is still objective-based, but it's focused on which team can actually complete the task faster. So, I guess the million-dollar question comes down to the gameplay. And as far as the gameplay goes, it's fast-paced, and it's really a lot of fun. Now, the time to kill is satisfyingly high, and headshots are rewarded big time, which is great because I really do love a good skill-based shooter. Now, if you have the ability to use support tools to help your team, so you can lay down ammo, you can heal your friendlies, those things are always encouraged, and you can even pick up wounded teammates to get them back into the fight, regardless of the class that you're actually playing. Now, obviously, playing a medic is going to give you the ability to heal them, or actually use like defibrillators to pick them up faster, but that option is there. Now, my only gripe with the game at the moment has been the frequency of use with some of the more powerful special abilities, kind of like the airstrikes and the orbital strikes. Now, they're based on a cooldown timer instead of kind of a total per life, so they do have a potential to be a bit annoying. Now, it's not really spammed, and with that in mind, you know, you can normally get these different types of indicators that let you know that they're coming, so if you're observant, you can typically kind of ignore them. Outside of that, my only question for this game is going to be about future content. Now, for a beta with 5 maps and multiple game modes, it seems pretty good. But if this is the amount of content that it's going to have, that we're going to see over time, then I kind of doubt this game's going to end up having the staying power. Only time's really going to tell, though. Now, this game is free to play, so you're going to have to unlock other characters in-game, or you could just flat out buy them. You know, some people hate that aspect of free-to-play games, but in reality, that's how the developers make a living, so it doesn't really bother me. Not to mention the base characters are fairly competitive against some of the other stuff, so it's not a huge deal breaker. So the starting classes are pretty good, and I really like the fact that they kind of give you these temporary trial characters. Outside of the fact they let you know if you want to buy one of them with in-game currency or real money, it also adds some nice variety to your play. Bottom line is this, it's free, so you don't really have anything to lose. And another perk for this game is that it took all of about 5 minutes to download, so you're not really risking any of your time or any of your money to give it a shot, and I would definitely encourage it because it's just fun. So that's pretty much it for now. If you want to see more of this game, let me know, or if you have questions about it, put them in the comments. Otherwise, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.